Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back. As you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail of this video, we are reading only Edgar Allan Poe in this video. I'm so excited to be reading Edgar Allan Poe again. It is the perfect season for Edgar Allan Poe. He is the original goth. He's the original Halloween. Like, I really don't think that you could get any more Halloween, any more October than Edgar Allan Poe. And so that's the plan for this video, is we are going to be reading The Murders in the Rue Morgue, which is a collection of 3 short stories from him. There is the first story, which is just The Rue Morgue, the second story, which is a sequel to The Rue Morgue, and then the third story, which is just an addition. So I'm really excited to get into this video. I'm really excited to read this book, and I hope you guys enjoy, so let's get into it. Good morning, everybody. We are... Yes! Oh! Yes! Taylor Swift! Yes! We are reading Edgar Allan Poe in this video. I am currently on page 22, and this first story ends on page 35, so I'm gonna read that right now and then we'll continue. But I'm so excited to be reading some Edgar Allan Poe right now. It's been cold in Ohio the last few days. It's been really like fall time feeling outside, so what better time to start Edgar Allan Poe. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling now and just continue reading. Washed my face. I still need to get ready for the day, but I'm just not going to do that right now. I would like to read a little bit more. Let's see what... Okay, so this one ends on page 82. I'm on page 37. So, less than 50 pages. So, let's read some more of that, and yeah, then we'll get my day started. But I would like to read some more and drink some more coffee before I decide to actually start my day, because I'm just not quite sure if I'm ready to start my day yet. I think I would like to just take today a little bit slower. So that's the plan though. I'm going to continue reading this and then I will go get dressed. But I did just finish the first story in this, and that one was The Murders in the Rue Morgue, and this one was kind of crazy. Like, I don't think I've ever read this. I don't really think I've ever read this, but basically we're following a group of victims in a kind of serial killer situation, and we spend the whole story kind of figuring out who the suspect is and who actually did all the murders. And the end of it was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna spoil anything, because if you guys need a short story to read for the spooky season, Edgar Allan Poe is the way to go. So I don't want to spoil anything, but the end of that was kind of crazy. So yeah, I'm going to start story 2 now, which is, like I said, The Mystery of Marie Roget, I think is how you pronounce it. But yeah, we're gonna read that now and have a slow morning. It's starting to get sunny outside, which is making me happy because it's very cold in my house and I think some sun would be great. Hey yo, I just made it to page 46. I have 38 pages left of this story, and then I will be on the last story of this book, and I'm so excited. I do want to say that Edgar Allan Poe is as we all know it, a word master. So his stories can become wordy at times, not in a bad way, like at all, not in a bad way, but they can become pretty wordy, which can sometimes cause some issues. But I overall am enjoying this a lot. I keep saying it, but Edgar Allan Poe really is just like the face of Halloween in my opinion. So I'm really excited to be reading this right now, especially since it's so cold and gloomy outside. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys an update. I'm now gonna go upstairs and get ready for the day because I found a stopping point. So I'm gonna go get dressed and then we will continue reading. We might make our way outside. We'll see though. We'll see. Hello. I'm dressed. I don't think I'm gonna do my makeup today. I just think I want to go barefaced today. But I'm dressed. I am going to, hopefully, what time is it? Where the F is it? 10:31. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to finish this story and then I'm going to make myself some lunch and then probably finish the last story outside. I think that's the plan for the rest of the day. I've got some errands I need to run, but I'm not going to run them until later in the day. So I think until I need to run those errands, I'm just going to sit here and read. I really do love, I feel like I keep saying this, but I just love Edgar Allan Poe's writing style. Like, it's just so lyrical. And that's one thing that I am having to tell my brain to do, is to like slow down, because I feel like I'm such a fast reader that sometimes whenever I'm reading books with a lyrical undertone, like an Edgar Allan Poe book, I feel like I need to slow down and really flow with the melodies of the story. And yeah, that's kind of why I'm taking this a little slower, is because I do want to kind of ebb and flow with the melodies and his lyrics basically. So that's the plan. I'm gonna continue reading, and yeah, just wanted to give you guys an update. I wanted to have a quick chat with you really quick because this story, the second one that I'm reading, which is The Mystery of Marie Roget, I believe is how you pronounce this character's last name, but they are basically spending this entire story so far trying to make sure that Marie is actually the body that showed up on the side of the river or not, because they're like, No, I don't think so. I think she's actually alive and all of her friends are just helping her stay dead, I guess is the best way that I can describe that. So we're really just 100% investigating during this entire story on if this body that we found is actually the character that we think it is. So this is crazy. I'm enjoying this a lot. Edgar Allan Poe. He always does the damn thing. Hello. I just finished story 2. I am now going into story 3. I've got 17 pages left in this book in total. The second story was also pretty wild compared to the first one. It was a continuation of the first one. It was a sequel, but the second one seemed to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Investigative? Is that the word I'm looking for? It was definitely heavy on the investigation side of the story instead of the weirdness of the story and finding out who did it of the story. This was kind of just 100% investigation of what happened in the first story, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. But like I said, I've got 17 pages left in this story, so I'm going to, I think I'm gonna head outside and finish up out there because my hands are still really cold in here. It is now 2:05. Yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna go sit outside for a bit just to get some vitamin D and heat. But yeah, just have 17 pages left, so let's finish this. We read Murders in the Rue Morgue by Edgar Allan Poe in this video. You guys, I love Edgar Allan Poe. We're gonna be rating this a 4.75. I love Edgar Allan Poe's writing, as I said many times in this video. His writing is so lyrical and melodic, and there's just 100% so many melodies that you have to be keeping up with the ebb and the flow of his language. And if you are trying to read too quickly through that, it gets a little bit difficult to understand because of the language. You need to be reading these with the melodies involved. It's almost like reading Shakespeare in that way, where you have to find prose and verse, and whenever you're finding those things, it really helps you completely understand the language because you're following that melody. So I really did have to slow myself down with this one. And I do want to say though that this is not my favorite Edgar Allan Poe read. This one was a pretty difficult read because of the melodies in the language, and I did have a little bit of a struggle, but overall not really at all. I mean, it's Edgar Allan Poe. It's so simple to get through as long as you're following those melodies. And I really did enjoy the stories. The stories were crazy. They were gory as I expected. Gory is not the right word. Descriptive is the right word. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I picked this one up at the library, and now it is obviously time for me to go to the library again and find some more obscure spooky reads. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you leave a comment downstairs, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ah, did you hear my hip hop?